Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Revive Beauty. My name is Donna and I'm really glad you're here. We have two projects today, and this first project is double-sided and we're using two decoupage paper. We're using this Blessings and Light. They both have a faith tone to them. So sort of the reason for Christmas, right? The reason for the season. So I purchased this plaque or picture. I don't know what this is. It has a stand on it, and on the other side there's some screw holes. So I think something was screwed to it. Not sure. I purchased it from Goodwill for about $6, and here I am choosing the image that I want to use. And I know I'm a little off camera. I was actually doing this on a Facebook Live, so I was trying to get it more into the Facebook, and I had my iPad going at the same time to capture it, to add it to this video. So here I'm just measuring it. And speaking of Facebook, if anyone's interested, go on over there and follow me on VFlex with Donna. That's the name of my shop. We show a lot of product, we have quotes, we have just a really nice, friendly, positive page. And we also have a group called VFlex Creators Club for people who create stuff using our product, and you get a lot of inspiration. I have a lot of amazing affiliates and followers that do some great crafting. And also I am looking for YouTube crafters to become affiliates. If you're a YouTube crafter and you need to be an affiliate somewhere or looking for affiliates, I'll leave a link below. Come join me. I would love to have you. So on this here, you can see the sides there. I decided I was going to try to blend in those Christmas trees on the side. I mean, it looks fine there, but I could not find the right color. I could not match it. It was more of a dark grayish green, and I just didn't have the color. I didn't have like a dark gray. I didn't have a greenish gray, so I was having a really hard time. So in the middle of the project I changed course, which if it's your project, your artwork, you can do that. You can change your mind and decide on something else, and that's exactly what I did here. So I'm still trying to, I don't give up. I'm still trying to match that paint, that picture. I tried blue, I tried black, I ended up with some pretty green, but it didn't match. There's where I got the blue, trying to see if that would help. So what do you guys think of these images? Let me know. I think they're just so pretty. Also, I'm not getting a lot of views. I'm not getting a lot of subscribers. So for those of you that watch my videos, do you have any advice for me? Like, what can I do differently? Is there something that I'm doing wrong? Am I adding too much to my videos? Am I adding not enough to my videos? If you have any advice, please leave it in the comment section. I would love, I mean really love to hear from you. I would appreciate it very much. So here I am trying to match that. Yeah, not getting close at all. See? I'm not doing it. But I don't give up. I keep trying. I'm not a quitter, so. But I did change course. think I'm adding black now. Trying to go over it to see if it's going to make a difference. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as bad on camera as it did to me, you know, looking at it. So and if you guys would please share me out to your friends and family if you have people who like to watch crafting. So I had sort of that pink tone that I was trying to match up there, because there was some pink, but it wasn't matching either. So I was beginning to think that maybe this was not going to turn out very well. I thought, oh no, this is not good. This is going to be a fail. So then I grabbed the Pent Art snow paste, and I said, okay, we're just going to put snow all around this. So Pent Art snow paste, it's pretty good. You know, there's a lot of people online that sell it, so if you would like to purchase it, I suggest, you know, just doing a Google search for Pent Art snow paste. I couldn't really give you a name to any one person. And also for YouTube subscribers, there is a code for 15% off, and it's just the code YouTube. So if you would like to purchase anything, use that code and you'll get 15% off. And right now, if you spend $30 or more, you get this beautiful image free. It's called Vintage Postcard Christmas. And it's right there on the front of the page, and you will receive a copy of that for $30 or more. So that's quite a deal. 15% off. The image is about $4.50, so that's a pretty good discount. So I'm just going around. So this reminds me of a snow globe. What do you guys think? I just get the snow globe vibes from it. And the image, I did go over the image with Mod Podge, and then I added some German glass glitter to give it that little sparkly feel. And the German glass glitter I used is called Diamond Dust. It's not like the other diamond dust that cuts your fingers. This is like crushed up ornaments or something, and it doesn't cut your fingers like the other stuff does. And it sparkles just as well. And I do purchase this from Sugar Camp Cottage on Etsy. There we go. I'm getting there. Now I'll be adding some pines and florals to the bottom. You can see that little stand there. That's what I'm going to be adding. Now, I did not record myself finishing this side up. I will show you but and show you all the details on the other opposite side. So did cut out some of this, right? I know it's a long video. So here's the other side. There you go. See the sparkle? And I added a cross to the top up there. So here we're going to do this one, and this image is called Peace. And I'm using a water pen to go around it to tear off the edges, just to give it that little jagged edge look. And actually I don't think it really mattered because I cover it with snow. I'm just trying to get it all cut up around the edges. I'm just trying to make sure that's how I wanted it. I'm going to add some Mod Podge. It's watered down. And I'm going to spray my paper. I mean, it really helps. It helps it lay down with, I mean, you're going to get wrinkles and bubbles most of the time, but spraying your paper really helps. And I'm going to go back over it with some Mod Podge just to get it sealed. Going around the edge there. I'm getting it good and dry. I sand off those extra edges there. I don't know if I show it, but I do sand it. Okay, so now I'm going to use modeling paste for the snow on this side. I didn't have enough of the snow paste from Pentart to do this whole side, so I thought I would try this modeling paste. And it's probably a year or so old, so you know, it was not really dried out, but really thick. So I did water it down. I sprayed it a little bit. Tried to get it a little manageable, softer, so I could spread it. So there, I give it 2 little sprays. So I'm trying to get it mixed in. It was just sort of clumping. I eventually get it. You can see it's just not really working right now. I had to keep mixing. Using the other little thing helped, like really working them, you know? See that? So I got it to where I wanted it. And then I had this bright idea that I was going to add German glass glitter to it so it would sparkle. Well, that was a fail. Don't waste your product because it just covered up the glitter, the sparkle. It didn't work at all. So once I laid it down on the piece, then I added the German glass glitter on top of it and then sort of smushed it down a little bit into the modeling paste, and that worked much better. It still it has a little glitter. It's not falling off because it's, you know, I pressed it down a little bit. But yeah, that was a fail adding it to that. Just didn't work. So here I am gonna get it all added to the sides. Have it look like snow. You can sort of see the bottom of this piece, the back of it there, and the stand. I painted the whole stand green. It was spreading pretty easy. It wasn't really hard to do. It was a little sticky, but not bad. So I was looking, I was like, am I gonna have to make more? I think I did. I think I had to make more. So there. Just working it, smoothing it. So the modeling paste gave it sort of a smoother, more whipped look, whereas the snow paste gave it more jagged and icy look, I guess, harder. So here I went all the way around. Probably already added my glitter to it. I'm going to add this cross to the top. This is a Totally Dazzled cross. I had to clean it off because I got some paste on it. And I did end up using a little bit of the Pentart Snow Paste on the top there. I went around the top with it. Because I didn't want to have to make more modeling paste. But you can tell the modeling paste left smoother, more whipped sort of peaks. So the snow paste reminds me of spackle. I even considered that. I got my spackle out and it was all dry, so it didn't work. I have to buy some new one, or a new one. So I had to clean off the little cross because I did get paste all over it. Hope you guys are liking this. I think it's turned out beautiful. I'm adding some B7000 to the cross. There we go. It's a snow globe. So here in Phoenix, it's finally cooled down. We're having some really nice weather. Now I'm going to add some stickles. This is a white, sort of iridescent stickle. I'm outlining the bird, the dove, and then I'm going to go over some of the feathers. Outlining the feathers, just giving it a little sparkle. Now I'm going to use the red to outline the bow there. So the stickles get clogged up real easy. I think it's the glitter, because it's a glitter glue. So I just use the B7000 caps, because you know they have that little like needle on the end. I just use that to stick in there and it unclogs them. So I got a couple of them that just hanging around here that I use on them, and they work really well to unclog. So yeah, just going around it. I'm dotting some of those berries with it, giving them a little sparkle. Here I have some rose gold that I'm using. I'm going to go over that bauble there and give it some glitter look. I'm going to do some highlighting along the church. So there's a little cross up there, so I'm highlighting that. Going around the roof line. Just something that brings your eye around the image, as you're looking at it. Now I'm using the white to highlight some of the snowflakes and some of the snowy areas, that are on the church and the branches. Snow patches, I guess. I don't know if that's what you call them. I don't really see snow a lot. Just going through it, doing a little highlighting. It just turned out so pretty. Just such a sweet picture. There we go. Oh, I'm still doing it. So just a little bit comes out of those, so you don't have to worry about big clogs and clumps of it. I guess I'm taking a look at it, trying to see how it looks. I just have to do that, pull it up to me so I can see. Okay. And if you see that green right there, I end up covering it with white paint. So here we go. We're going to get some... Oh, I got a bow. That's a Mackenzie Childs ribbon that I purchased last year. So I thought it would make a pretty bow. Although I'm not a bow maker, I just never really learned how to make a bow. So I do the best I can. Making sure it's glued down. Now I got all these florals. That bunch of florals, the roses, I purchased from Michael's, and they come in a, like a bundle. So I'm just sort of cutting everything apart and get it laid down. Trying to get the best look. Using hot glue, which scares me because I burn myself all the time. So just getting everything laid down. And those little leaves on there, the little metallic leaves, those are a rose gold. They do look sort of like yellow gold, but they're not. They're more of a rose gold. And that's why I use the rose gold to outline some of the church. Adding the roses. Okay, there's the back side. You can see the little glitter there, where I used Urban Glass glitter, the florals, and then I bought these at the Dollar Tree, these little red cardinals. So I thought, oh, this will look pretty cute, right? So I added one to both sides. There you go. You can see this one. I added stickles everywhere. I added the cross. It's modeling paste for the snow. Added some berries and my bow. And I do add a cardinal to this one. But it was totally my fault. I went and set it on the floor, and my puppy was up here, and he grabbed it and started chewing on it. So now I only have one cardinal. What do you guys think? I think it's beautiful. It just, I don't know, it's inspiring. Okay, here's project number 2, and we are using the Feathers of Grace images. This is 4, you can see them there. And I'm going to use the 2 images that I didn't use on the other project. So that way, in this whole little scene, I have all 4 images. So 2 on the candles and 2 on the other piece. And I'm doing the same thing, using my water pen, going around. So I'm using this towel just so it doesn't really roll from me, roll away. And I'm going to use watered down Mod Podge. Get this down. These candles I purchased from Michael's. They're on their clearance shelf, so I got them for $7. They're more of a white. I did order some from Amazon that are more of like a plastic, but they're more of an off-white, sort of an antique white, I guess. And those would work good for outside, because here in Phoenix you can't put anything that's waxy. Like these here that I'm working on are a little waxy because they just melt. And they end up with a big old clump. It's sort of funny looking. So these would have to stay inside. So I'm just going over them with the watered down Mod Podge. Now I did both of them, so I'm just drying them now. I didn't want to have to repeat the same process with you guys. Making sure they're dry. Because they were pretty wet. So now I'm going to use some Epsom salts and glitter, and we're going to go around the candles, giving it sort of a snow effect, a sparkly snow effect. So I have two kinds of glitter in that jar. It's a fine glitter and then a sort of a chunky glitter. And I'm using Epsom salts. It looks like 2 tablespoons. Lavender scent, very relaxing. And I was gonna try and add my glitter, but I realized the seal was still on it and nothing was coming out. So I had to get that off. Yeah, there was the seal I was fighting with. Sometimes those things are hard to get off. So I'm adding it to the Epsom salts to give it some sparkle. I'm adding the fine glitter, and I'm going to add the chunky. So you can see a little bit of sparkle there forming. So just do this however you want, you know, just as much glitter as less glitter. I probably could have just used glitter instead of Epsom salts. I don't know, I thought the Epsom salts would add more of a snowy look. So just getting that added. So the Mod Podge that I'm using is just the regular strength. I didn't water this down because I wanted this stuff to stick to it better. Getting hard to hold them because they were getting gooey and sticky, and you can see the sparkle going on. So I have some candles that are real sparkly and glittery and rough, you know. I just didn't know how those would Mod Podge or Decoupage. I didn't know how it would look decoupaged, so I didn't even bother with them. I'm just going to continue adding. So I made a good amount because I didn't have a whole lot extra because it did end up going in the garbage, the leftovers. But yeah, that 2 tablespoons that I used of Epsom salts worked really well. It was hard to hold. Hard to hold on to these. Can you guys see it? See this little sparkle there? I mean, it was just perfect. It wasn't overdone. You know, it looks really nice. So I'm trying to clean up a little. My hands were all gooey and sparkly. Oh, I guess I thought I did this one already. I guess not. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to go around it. I think I'm almost done here. I thought I was almost done. Sorry, guys. Maybe I added too much to this. Turn it on. There we go. Super pretty. It's hard to hold on to. Cleaning up a little bit. That lid thing I used really helped with the mess. Okay, so now it looks like I'm going to have to dry them a little because they're pretty wet. So here I have some Totally Dazzled, and I have a little cross that's going to go in that church. The church actually had a cross on it, see, right there, and I'm going to add this cross to it. So I'm going to use the 7000 and get that on there. So it was a little like it was sliding a little, like it wasn't on very good. So I tried drying it a little bit, so I thought, okay, we'll dry it. Maybe that will help it stick. As you can see, I lose it. It falls off. There we go. So I had to put it back on, and I had to lay it down because I couldn't stand it up. Okay, so for this next one, I have several pieces, and I had to try to figure out which one I wanted to use. So the first one is a little truck, or a little car. It's a little white car with a Christmas tree on it. So I thought, oh, maybe that would work. I tried that one. And this next one is a little like golden angel. So I thought, oh, I'll hang it on the door. Let's see. To me, it just seemed a little too big for the door. So I thought, oh, I'll just lay it somewhere else. So I tried. I just really didn't like the way it looked. So here I have some praying hands. And the next one is like a little rhinestone, like snowflake sort of pendant, and I thought I'd add that somewhere. I didn't like the way that looked. Tried that one again. Came back to the praying hands. What do you guys think? I'm going with the praying hands. What would you choose? Because to me it looked the best. And it goes really well with the theme. So yeah, adding those praying hands. They look good, huh? I think they were the best choice. But you let me know if you would have chose something else. So I'm using the dryer to try to get that glue to dry a little bit. So here's a look at them. You see a little sparkle, the praying hands. Here's the little dove, a little sparkle with the cross on there. The cross gives some sparkle. I think they turned out gorgeous. I did think, oh, maybe I could still use this angel on this one. It just didn't work. Didn't look right. Okay, here's my final reveal. for watching. Please hit that subscribe and notification button. Thank you.